not ready to go yet. I know. So we've already been down here forever. I know, baby. Oh. Hello, everybody. Let's go. I know, baby. I see you. You're handsome. You're handsome, man. We've got guests this evening. My boys wanted to join me because they don't want to be up there by themselves. So no, I don't. Bobby, you're going to be okay. We're almost done, baby. I got to read for the people. Okay? I'll read for the people. And then we'll go. Miss Thelma, thank you for coming. I'm going to read for the people, buddy. I know. So we're getting bored. I'm bored. Okay. Bob, no. Yeah, that's a bathroom in there. You never seen in there, huh? You can go in there. All right, collective. I'm going to go ahead and pull y'all's collective spread. You want mommy to open up that door so you can go in there and nose around? You've never seen in there, huh? All right, chosen people. Dang. I must be talking to the chosen folk today. Shit now. Yeah, these people here, what you got? Spiritual, oh my goodness, I can't think. Spiritual dinero. Spiritual dinero? Something's due, y'all. That's fine. Okay. Okay. Damn. Here. I want y'all go over there and nose. Go there and see what's. Give me just a second, y'all. I'll read y'all's collective spread. Here, come here. I feel bad for the boys. Come here. Come here. You want to go over there and see? I know. See, it's too small in here. Come here. Go over there and nose around. I'll turn the light on. You go over there and see what's over there. Go see. Go check it out. You can go nose. Don't eat nothing. Don't put nothing in your mouth. They're going to love that. You get to go over there and see it. I'm right here, little. I'm right here. Mommy is not leaving you. Okay. Anyway, collective, this is what I see. This is what I see. All right, there's some gossip here. In the recent past, I see gossip about a fresh new start or reconciliation because somebody here is sad, okay? So that means, what I'm trying to say is, somebody here, I don't know if they got under the influence, but here's what I do know. They were in their feelings, okay? And there's gossip here about a fresh new start and a reconciliation. Somebody said something while they were in their feelings, all right? And in the current energy, there's this judgment on it. Yeah, because whatever was said, it comes to light. And it feels like whoever this is, and I've got to be honest, it feels like a third party. It doesn't have to be a third party, but whatever this is, this judgment, it comes to light that this person's been waiting. And there's some type of argument that popped off, okay? And whatever this is when somebody out of a grudge, out of hatefulness. So people can only hide their real feelings. You know, when you really care about somebody, they can only hide their real feelings for so long. And the minute that you piss them off, it's like a little volcano that builds over time and it just explodes. Mm-hmm. That's what it is. There's a grudge here over an argument about someone's true feelings, basically. In the future, Queen of Cups. You know, the heart wants what it wants. I have a gentleman here that's in love with a woman from the past, straight up in love with the woman from the past. The thing with the woman, it's like no matter what she touched, she's coming across that no matter what she touches turns to gold. This woman had a touch about her. I mean, she's not coming up to fine feminine, but she's coming up as a woman that could do all things, that whatever she touched was golden. She didn't have to put a lot of effort on it. It just, whatever she did touch, it felt like home. It felt good. It felt like an answered prayer, whatever she touched. It felt like this woman knew God for sure. God sent, heaven sent. Somebody felt like they got gifted by an answered prayer. They got gifted by God. And in the future, Wheel of Fortune challenge, all I can say is this woman, to the female that's watching, I just want to let you know what a gift you are. You were a gift to this past person. You were. Everything you touched to this person. And you may have not thought that you did a lot. Like, it's like, well, I didn't even wash my hair today. I didn't even wear makeup. All I can say is whatever you touched, you did. You had the magician's touch on it. The Midas touch. You had the Midas touch on whatever you touched. Didn't matter how big or how small or how insignificant you thought it was. There is something here where you are an answered prayer, very gifted, very talented. And this person looks at you like marriage material. They look at you like commitment material. They look at you like you work, like you're some type of angel. However, all I can say is to the female, the challenge here of the Wheel of Fortune, whatever you choose to do with this past person, to the female, whatever you choose to do with this past person will be on you. Because all I can say is there's grudges and arguments between this gentleman that no doubt there's a guy here that has regrets, okay? You two have already reconciled in the past. You tried to reconcile. You got all excited about this new start. There was gossip about a new start, a gossip about you two reconciling, and then you got your heart broke, and that was a big letdown for you. Big letdown. And then there's this judgment on it that comes to light about you waiting around and this argument and this grudge about this man you love. Now, I don't know if you're aware of it because it's in the current energy. In the current energy, something comes to light here that somebody was waiting. Honestly, I think it's a spirit team, in my opinion. They were just waiting on this shit to pop off. Because how long can this guy hold his feelings back? There's an argument and a grudge over this woman he loves. This is where my heart really is. I was happy, come on now. The issue is a Knight of Cups to the Queen of Cups, there's a maturity factor. Knight of Cups tends to be a very slow moving energy, emotionally immature compared to the Queen of Cups, emotionally immature, saying inappropriate things, arguing, kind of waiting, things pop. I said something inappropriate. I did something inappropriate. Whether you were there or not to hear it, ma'am, there's judgment here that when it does come to light, you may take grudge with it. Like you may feel like this person, like they said what about me? Because whatever it is, you take offense to. This is some dude you love. However, all I can say is at a time that he said this about you, ma'am, he was in his feelings. He was in his feelings. And emotionally immature when he said it as well. But I will caution you about a man that talks a lot about another woman. Trust me, he ain't over her. I don't care if he says her feet stink, her booty stink, she ugly and fat, and I hate her. Any man that keeps an ex's mouth and an ex's name in a mouth, he's still in love with her. That's just the way it is. Because as a person that has been in love a time or 10, when I'm done, I'm done. You're indifferent. You cannot make somebody care who don't care. I just had this conversation today. I had this little girl hit me up. She is really coming for me. She's trying to get an emotional response out of me about her daddy. Her daddy is a karmic from hell. And he keeps trying to triangulate this situation that me and him are an item. I haven't talked to him in years. You know, he finally comes home and I'm like, so every time he texts me, I'm responding to the text, but I'm not initiating any conversation. I'm trying to be cool with you. I'm trying to be cordial because we share a child. But I'm trying to keep it platonic and just cool, calm, collect, and just basically the way you would talk to a colleague. How you doing today? How's the weather? Right? Very minimal. This little girl comes to me and she just coming for me. Rah, rah. And that's why you jealous of this and that and blah, 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 blah. And I'm thinking, wow, somebody really put a battery in your back. And I could have come back and clapped back, but you cannot make somebody care who don't give a fuck. Okay, when you don't care, you don't care. I don't care. I don't care. And I just see there's something here in this situation where somebody finally they don't care. You've got to reach that point where you don't care. I don't care. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. Gives a shit. Not argue. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Right. When it's over, death card. You could be a Scorpio. Death card, 10 of coins. Listen, there's some of you right now, you could be Scorpio, death card, 10 of coins. But it's almost like if it's not about dollars, it just don't make sense. Like, listen, this is over. Somebody here has moved on to a more financially sound, and you grew up, basically. You've evolved, got older, especially with all this work. There's something here that's changed you, especially your living expenses. The way you move. I like the way you move. You've outgrown something. All I can say is a lot's changed with you. The way you live right now is a whole lot different than where, the way you live is just different. You've changed. 10 of coins, you've changed. A whole bunch. 8 of coins challenge. There is a part of you that's yet still a work in progress. And the challenge here is getting you to move forward and kind of take charge, because we get into, when I say you're a work in progress, what I'm trying to say is, if you are Scorpio, you don't have to be at all, but something here has changed where you are coming across a work in progress, but you kind of spin wheels. You kind of start spinning wheels when I need you to be pushing forward. I need you to be pushing forward, and you kind of stop, because on some level, sweetie, this is affecting your money and where you're supposed to be. Spirit's here watching this thing closely. Queen of Cups, I do feel like you're a water sign. You don't have to be. I'm not trying to eliminate the collective reading. I just think that a large majority of you may be water signs. Or earth signs. I got a lot of earth signs out here. Chariots out here. I think that's Cancer. All I can say is 6 of Swords out here. Spirit's been really strategizing something with you with your money. Ever since something ended in the recent past for you, your money got really good. I know that's right. You hear that? I got both my dogs right here. Did you hear that big thud? I know that's right. Something here popped off for you. Go see what it is, Bubby. Queen of Cups. I think you're more genuine with your reactions. But there's something here about how you spend money. Honey, somehow you have attached, your emotions got attached to your money. I don't know how you did it, but you managed to do it. When you love somebody, most likely you start spending a lot of money on them. It's like you're equivalating money, and I get it. That's sacrifice, right? Time, money, energy, effort, resources. You're equivalating the money to the love, especially as a female. Spirit's telling you to watch that. Watch it. Meaning, is it equally yoked? Meaning, what you're putting up, something here needs to change. Because I just feel like when you love somebody, you give them the 10 of Pentacles. And this thing needs to be equally yoked. Your spirit team's here paying a hell of a lot of attention. And you're still a work in progress. That's a challenge. That's a challenge for you. That's a challenge for you. I'm watching you. I'm watching how you move forward. I watch how you go with the flow. I watch how you start picking up the tab. I watch. When you love somebody, you really love them, and you just start really dumping into them. You start paying bills. Like your money's so long. Every day their birthday. It could just be Tuesday shit. You just went and decided to splurge. Yeah, you just carefree. Damn. You might be seeing 88 a lot or 66. It's awful funny I came on 6-6, but 8 of coins, 8 of swords reverse. Yeah, your love, when you love somebody, you just blow your whole check. You don't care. You go buy half crazy on somebody with their money. You really know how to blow a check. You know how to blow some money fast. You what I call BMF, blowing money fast. You blow through that. When you love somebody and you put your heart in, you can have whatever you like. You can have whatever you like. Shit, I can't think of lyrics. Patron on ice, and we can pop bottles all night. You go crazy with this. Like you don't got a care in the world. Fuck it. There's more work tomorrow. I'll work it off tomorrow. Right. You need to hold up, boss. Right. You've worked really hard. The challenge here is that you are still a work in progress, and you just be letting yourself go. You need to pause, boss. Seriously, Hierophant. You've come a long way. You know better. Hierophant, you have higher learning, higher education. You've got higher spiritual knowledge, especially with the 6 of Swords, Hierophant. You know better. You know about karma. You know about dharma. You know about a lot of stuff. But there's something here about when you get in love with somebody, you're just like, it all goes out the window. All your knowledge, everything that you've been working on with this spiritual shit, just, I'm in love. It's going to affect you moving forward, especially with this good-looking man. He good-looking till he fine. It's going to affect how you move forward with him. Yeah, you got to set some boundaries, mama. I do feel like I'm talking to a female. Honey, you've got an opportunity here to set some boundaries. Perhaps in July. I got a lot of July energy here. You've got the Chariot and the 7 of Wands. You're winding down. Like, they really trying to test you. Are you ready to stand up for yourself? And this is the challenge, the devil challenge. This is the devil that you've been dancing with, ma'am. I do feel like I'm talking to a female. Ma'am, get a hold of yourself. Stop spending all your money. For real, yo. You just flights on deck, Patron on ice. We can pop bottles. You popping bottles. You joining the Mile High Club, girl. Seriously, look at you. Buying people motorcycles. You got a thing for the wild ones? Yeah, King of Wands. He fine, girl. I bet he is fine. You like him. This is the test where you need to back up, ma'am. You're going to have to back this up. The devil challenge. Are you going to be able to say no? Just say no. This looked like a bad after school special. A just say no campaign to me. You really got to knock this shit off if you want to move forward. Best way to lose a man is to buy him a brand new pair of shoes. Watch his ass walk out on you. Ma'am, you do realize you're not supposed to be the giver. You're out here giving to men like they charity. And then you go on with the flow. And you working so hard. And you just out here like, oh, I don't care. It ain't no big deal. I know God and God got my back. I'm into spirituality. Listen, this ain't spirituality to the side. This shit here to about half demonic. And even spirits like shit now. Listen, Linda, I love you and all, and I appreciate where this thing going. But the challenge here is that you can't be buying this man a new motorcycle, a new car now. I know he's fine, but hold up, boss, because this shit here's got the potential to turn toxic. And you painting this yourself. You paint yourself a toxic picture. Because eventually this person just falls in love with your hand. That's what this is, huh? I know you love them, but you can't do this. You cannot support their whole lifestyle. You are not the man in this. Now, I can see, like, well, the gentleman is, he's not working right now or what, and you make enough money to support. Awesome. But you do realize that that's got to have its limitations, right? I mean, say you make plenty of money, and this person, like, okay, let me give you an example. Say this person's got a master's degree, okay? And they've agreed to come out to wherever you live. So that means when they come out to your house, they don't have a job because they've agreed to follow you out to your house. But they got an education, and that when they get there, they're going to have no problem finding employment. That's okay. That's doable. This person has a higher education. They're going to land on their feet with or without you in this new location. I promise you that. However, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you just spending dumb on a bum. I'm talking about you spending dumb on a bum. I'm not talking about you, helping somebody while you love this person. And yeah, I'm gonna trick on them a little bit because shit, my boo is got education. They gonna be all right. Believe me, my man. Believe me, he could make a lot more than I make. He just got here to my hometown. Believe me, when he get on, he's going to skyrocket. That's all good and fine. I'm talking to a young lady that wants to support a bum. I'll take questions, but that's the general energy. Yes, that's a dark secret about you. And I know I'm probably hurting your feelings right now because this shit here you've been getting away with and you want to argue with me. You want a strong arm argument. How dare you be so judgmental about the man I love? That's Big Daddy there. He's the only one eating good and he's not showing you shit. The little bit of gifts he does show you, you don't want. What the fuck's he trying to give you, a cheeseburger? That's enough to break your heart. Look at this cheap ass shit he's giving you. You know it and I know it. You just ain't saying nothing. And you trying to look at it like it's oh my goodness, this is so beautiful. It's not. It's a cheeseburger. Stop acting like it's a diamond necklace. Oh, I love it. You know damn well you threw that in the trash. Look at this shit. This is so ugly. How am I going to wear this? If it was clothes, how you going to wear that in the office? Everybody going to laugh at you when they... Look, the truth is, they wonder if you got a best friend or a mirror. Who betrayed you, baby? They don't... Whoever bought you that outfit, whatever it is, that gift, they don't like you. They bought you the ugliest... They hate you. My boo bought me this. Where'd he find it at? The thrift shop? The thrift shop. All right. Hey, Anita. How you doing? I'm glad to see all my people here. Hey, peoples. Hey, Chelsea. Chelsea wants to know if she gonna get a work at home job soon. Chelsea. Hey, Angeles Carter, I see you. I see you, boo. Give me a second. Chelsea want to know, will I get a work at home job soon? What? Y'all done got bored over there that fast? You got bored over there that fast? All I can say, Chelsea, this sucks as a message. It does, hon. I don't know what your situation is with this gentleman in the recent past, okay? But, if this is a boss or a husband or a boyfriend, if it's a boss or some type of leader, I think you've been very disappointed. Um, you could be really struggling with money. Keep getting turned down. It's like, well, shit, I really don't even want these jobs. It's like, I don't want your charity jobs. I don't want this job. For one, it doesn't pay enough money. I'm not interested in these jobs. They don't pay enough money. I see you turning down jobs in the recent past that don't pay enough you're not interested in because your eye is on the prize here for this golden opportunity that you really want. Unfortunately, in the current energy, I'm seeing bad news. Honey, Chelsea, it's time for you to consider your other options, baby. Because I see you. You want this. I want this golden opportunity. I understand what you want. But up until right now, you're getting a no answer. Bad news. Page of Cups, that's a no answer, baby. No. So it's back to the drawing board where you need to consider your other options. First of all, we need to go back and look at the past as to what happened with other employers, why you were let go. Okay. Why are you turning people, why aren't people choosing when it comes to this golden opportunity, you're getting bad news. It's like, have you looked at your resume? Have you polished it up? It's not selling itself. The minute that it gets to the top of the pile, immediately somebody says no. And I see what it is. You see this guy that sits in, this is the boss. This is the guy that hires and fires. There's something about your resume that they're not interested in. You go straight to the bottom of the pile. Nope, next. Not interested. Well, here's Chelsea. She's a real gift. Nope, next. Nope, 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 no. 5 of coins. No, done. Nope, bottom of the pile. When it comes to there's a reason why you keep getting no's. You need to really think about that. It's got something to do with the way you're presenting yourself. This resume that you're offering sucks. Somebody's got to tell you. It sucks. Your resume sucks bad. I don't know if it's too long, it's too short. I don't know what you're saying or what the context of it is, but it's awful. In the future, you need to work on higher education. You have to. You have to work on higher education. If you want one of these really good opportunities, Wheel of Fortune, it requires higher education, hon. It does. It does. It does. There's something here about you needing to get away from the family, the current family environment that you're invested in. There's a very perverse energy about a very broke energy around the family that you are around. It's in due time you will see that. You will see that. Furthermore, as far as you thinking this work at home opportunity is such a great gig for you, I think in a matter of time you would get very sick of being with your family. I'm not saying that you don't love them. I'm not saying that you don't love your spouse, your husband, your boyfriend, your daddy, your brother-in-law, your sister-in-law, your stepbrother's cousin. I'm not saying you don't love all these people that you live with, which looks like quite a few. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you're going to get sick of being in the house with them 24/7 in the future. Have you ever thought of that? In the meantime, you want this golden opportunity, you gotta fix the resume. Your resume sucks. Furthermore, you need higher education. The people that you're hanging around with right now is not going to contribute to that higher education. They're not. You have to break the mold. Maybe you're the first one to go to school. I don't know. But this Hierophant, they cannot stress to you enough the challenge with you and your education. That's the real breaking point with the Wheel of Fortune, is you getting a higher education. Chelsea Daly. Not trying to be mean, baby, but somebody's got to tell you, okay? Hey, Angelus. Can you show me if Susan from Float Team, can you show me, I should have worn my glasses. Can you show me if Susan from the Float Team will interview me? I emailed her earlier because they needed my resume. And I'm sitting here watching Purple Rain. Aw. Having pizza and wine. You good boy. Hope you guys are okay this night. I love Purple Rain. Well, I love me some Prince, you know. Purple Rain. Purple Rain. You shouldn't even started that. I mean, you know I love Purple Rain. It's my favorite song. One of my favorite songs. Anyway. What's going on with Angela? So the girl, honey, she already reached out to you for the resume. Of course she's interested in you. I mean, would you want a tarot reader to tell you that? Can you show me if Susan from the Flow Team interview me? I emailed her earlier because they needed my resume. They said they needed your resume, baby. Then that means they're already interested. So your name's already ringing in rooms that you're not in. You know who would be perfect for that? Angelus. Angelus, I need your resume. Oh, you think I'm going to get an interview? I mean, I ain't a hiring manager or nothing. Wink, wink. But I can tell you right now. Anyway, let's pull it. Well, Angelus, get the interview. Mr. Carter, tell me how you've been. Truth. Right. Whatever this new project is, truth. You already know the truth. I feel like you're just being stubborn. Purple rain, purple rain. Will he get this interview? Purple rain, purple rain. Too many. Thank you. Yeah, there's a choice between you and somebody else. I see it here, Two of Wands. There's a decision here between you and somebody else. Somebody here really is voting for their, to me, this looks like shit. What's the word I'm looking for? Nepotism. Judgment here where you got let down in the past. Boy, I know you got to go to the bathroom. I've only been in here 33 minutes. It looks like nepotism where you got let down and you're looking at it. And there's somebody here standing up for you. It comes down to you and one other person. And there's this boss lady here, boss chick. She's biased though, and I do feel like this is nepotism, or she's trying to find something wrong with your education due to the amount of money or something this pays, or where this would lead you. You know what I'm saying? So they sit around this table and they start discussing how hard this thing is. It's a choice between you and someone else from the past. And they start bringing up old shit about how you react in certain situations. There is something here in the future about this money and it changing you. I also see you getting real nervous about it. I see you nervous, stressed out, nervous. It looks good though. I see you getting the offer. I don't know. Why is this a lot of money, Angelus? This work thing. Because to me, it feels like a very small elevation in money, page of coins. But I see you stressing this. Because in the past, it was a choice between you and you got all stressed out and shit. All I can say is it looks good, man. 9 of coins. I see you worried about nothing. You worried about a little bit of money anyway. But I do see good news, baby. Good news, page of coins. Good news. 9 of coins tells me this is decent money. So whatever that is, you consider this to be good money for you. Where you're up all night losing sleep about it. So whatever that means to you. Because they're telling me, in my world, this ain't a lot of money. But to you, it is. All I can say is good news. Yes, honey. In the future, I see you getting it. And it is something to do with work. 9 of coins, page of coins. When I deduct it, that's the 8. I see you getting this job. Okay? It does come down between you and someone else. But somebody here standing up for you a good bit. They got your back. Yeah, spirit team's here too. They be loving you some you. Yeah, because this opportunity, for what it's worth, I feel like it's opening up bigger and better doors for you. There's good news on it. And I know you're worried about it. They want you to tone your sassiness down. Meaning you may have to dress a little different. They want you to tone that personality part. I don't know if you're a fire sign. Okay. You don't have to be because there's a lot of water here. But what they're saying is this here. Okay. Something's going to have to change with you in this position. Yes, it's good news, but this is going to be hard for you because they need you to tone down your sassiness. Because you get so excited. Yes, yes. Queen of Wands. Yes. King of Coins. Queen of Wands. Boy. Go in there and play with something. Yeah. Queen of Wands. King of Coins. No. Listen. This is good news for you. Real good news for you. Just strategize your money a little bit because yes, it's a pay grade. It's a jump in pay grade. But it's like the more you make, honey, the more they take. The more you make, the more you spend. It's like you're trying to put the cart for the horse. You already spending the money. I'm going to go get me a jet ski, a boat. I'm going to go buy me all these new clothes. I'm going to get me 17 new pair of Jordans. I think you're worried about nothing. I think you already got it in the bag. I already knew it before you even did your spread. And I just see it. I see it. Yes, good news. I see you worrying yourself to death over nothing. And I see you worried about the duties of this job as well. Worried sick that you're not going to get it right. Worried sick, losing sleep that you're not going to do the job right. You're worried about nothing, baby. It's a drop. It's a drop in the bucket. You're going to be just fine. Just tone your wardrobe down a little bit and your sassiness. You got this in a bag. You got to put your best white person voice on. Your best professional voice. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. You can't be cussing people out, okay? You will feel like Jesus when you give out them messages. Yes, what is your name? DeWimini? Yes, honey, you can ask a free yes or no. That was your moment, and you, wait a minute, there it is. Sorry, honey. DeWimini? I guess that's what it means. Will I be able to pass my next Wednesday interview? DeWimini. DEWMINIY. DeWimini. Can you be able to pass your next Wednesday interview? Yeah, work. What you fitting to do? You've got 2 roads to go down here. This could be talking about your route to work as well. All right, something here is real hard in the past. I don't know if you was in a relationship that made shit hard for you in the past. For whatever reason, it's affecting your line of work. You know what I'm talking about. It did. What is this shit? What is this person that you're dealing with? Something here got in the way. It's been in the way of your finances. That's all I can say. You know who I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. It's been the constant problem. I don't know if this is because you're too giving, too loyal to others, and you feel like you got to go run errands for everybody else all over hell's half acre before you take care of your own priorities. Well, you don't understand. I love so and so, and they need help, and I am their savior. So, yes, I've got this interview on Wednesday, but I've got to go help this one and this one and this one and this one. You don't understand. They're my kids. Well, all I can say is they're a problem. You got a lot of investments right now, people you love, and they have been the biggest challenge with you and your money. That's all I can say. Spirit's talking to you. I talk to you. You feel sorry for people. You get all up in your head. You don't know your right from your left. You're a very talented person, but you're getting distracted too easily. Not only that, you get in your own head and you start getting real worried. You start looking at it and you're like, oh, I could never get it. I could never get this. It's going to be too hard. It's going to be too hard. I really want it, but what if they ask me something I don't know the answer to? I'll never get that. You put yourself all up in your head about these interview questions. All you got to do is show confidence and walk in like you own a joint. All you got to do is walk in like you supposed to be there. Like, that seat's mine. Excuse me, can you get out of it? Right, that's it. There's something in here about you doing too much for others, not prioritizing yourself enough. On top of it, you start doubting yourself and you start doubting all the investment that you have in you. This is going to be I see nothing but self-doubt and negative self-talk. And then you start beating up on yourself and you put yourself in your own head. You get in your own way. You start telling yourself, you start feeling sorry for you. You talk yourself out of this. And you start looking around at other people like they better at you. Look at her. Oh, that girl, she really got it all together. Look at her blazer, man. She looked like she's better than me. When they're no better than you, baby. At the end of the day, when they take their clothes off, they uglier than you under that girdle. They shit and pee the same way you do. They're no better than you. Better than you. That girl got on a girdle. Look how uncomfortable she looked. You know, that coochie can't breathe. Stop. Boring. That's why she's crossing her legs. You might want to see that. Right. This gets really hard. It comes down to a choice between you and someone else in the past. And it comes time to celebrate this money. And it becomes a challenge because you get your feelings involved. And then you get all in your head that this is too hard. You get your feelings. Your feelings and your emotions start really getting invested in this and thinking ahead. And then you start getting brain fog, where maybe your words don't come out right. You need to practice your interview questions, because I feel like when you get put on the spot, you draw a blank. You draw a blank. Your anxiety gets the best of you. And I do feel sorry. I feel like you're a bad interview. It's because you're at your nerves. Your nerves go nuts. You're letting your nerves get the best of you. You're letting everybody else, you think everybody else is better than you. All right. You also have a tendency of rambling about shit that has nothing to do with the question that they asked. I'm not telling you nothing you don't know. If you would relax a little bit and make eye contact and realize these people all like the same thing you like, just make better eye contact and relate more on a personal level and breathe. Breathe. Smile. Lighten up. Lighten up. Don't be so stiff, because you're bombing these interviews because you're drawing a blank and then you're rambling about stuff that they never asked you about. Getting all on your own. You think everybody else is better than you. Everybody else is smarter than you. That they won't, it's you. You're sabotaging you. You're getting in your own way. You are every bit as smart as every one of these other people. And you deserve this. You deserve this wish fulfillment. You are extremely intelligent. If you would just relax and breathe and relate to people, they all like what you like. They're people at the end of the day, just like you. Relax. You got this in the bag. If you would relax a little bit, focus more on your interview questions, prepare a little bit harder. You're going to be just fine. You're going to be just fine. The day before an interview is not the time to be running all these errands for other people. You need to be home preparing. It's okay, Angelus. Don't listen to me. You know how I get bougie. I'm 40-some years old. So what you think is good money and what I think is good money is two different things, Bill. Okay? Don't let me be snobby. I'm not trying to be snobby, okay? Because push comes to shove and I didn't have a job, I'd be working for $16 an hour and be thankful for it. So don't let me get bougie, okay? All right, Chelsea, I'm sorry I had to be so mean to you. Honey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be mean. What's up, princess? It is me, your princess. No, that's not you. I was thinking of Princess T. I can't wait for Princess T to come back on here because I mess that girl reading up. What's up, princess? Can I get a reading about Gondo? Yeah, he's your crush, I know. What'd you say? You cuss people out at your current job? They don't. Okay, well, we got to tone it back a little bit, Bill. Oh, y'all crack me up. All right, what you want to know about Gondo? What's going on with Gondo, her crush? You ever see her and Gondo getting together? Gondo is in hermit mode, so I guess you ain't talked to him, huh? Yeah, no talking, no speaky. Gondo is sitting by himself and unsure about a lot of stuff. Okay? No talking, no communication. He's unsure about a lot of stuff. Yeah, he's honestly, he's unsure if you two are on the same page. If you two would be willing to work, if you guys could really get along, you could work together well. It's not that he's not giving it some thought. It's just that he's not sure. Right. This could have something to do with spirituality, right? There's some type of opportune event where it looks like we're going with the flow, and maybe you said the truth. You spoke some truth to him. Whatever you said made him really reflect. You may have said something in passing that you didn't think was very relevant. He took it to heart and he's really reflected on what you said. Furthermore, Spirit could have his ass set his ass down for a moment where he does need to do some self-reflection, because there's a lot here he's not sure of anymore. Right. Going with the flow. Ace of Cups reverse. There's a lot of ego here, masculine ego, about the way he loves and his pride. Okay? And that's not really love. It's not. It's almost like you have to be a bobblehead and agree with everything this gentleman. If he says jump, you say how high. And that's how you prove you love him. Apparently there's been some truth spoken to him about going with the flow, and that's not real love. That's not the way a man loves a woman, and he's kind of reflecting on that. He's not so sure about a lot of things right now. He's not. In particular, he's not real for sure how he feels about you, this relationship, or any relationship for that matter. He feels very confused at this time. in the future, when it comes to you two working out, there is a major decision here that will affect the both of you for a long time. It's going to affect the both of you. The issue is, listen, in order for this to work, this, you know, if this is a twin or not, I can't tell. All I can say is, in order for this to work, you two have to get on the same page and really speak the same love language. As far as giving and this masculine giving and him being stable and successful, there's something here about putting his pride and ego to the side, about money, like money don't buy me love. There's something here that he needs to heal within himself. When he gives to this, yes, it's good to be a protector and a provider, but it's not the end all be all. What happens if he gets hurt or he would get injured? Where's the love in that? You two have to be able to work together in the event in the future that he would become injured. Where does the love then? Because I'm not seeing no love in the past. The truth about going with the flow and just loving this man out of ego because he tells you to, because of what he provides. There's something here that's kind of jarred him, and he's not real sure about relationships or anything for that matter. And when it comes to working together with you, or anyone for that matter, when it comes to him giving to something, well, what happens if he would get hurt or injured and he can't be a provider anymore? Right, it's like 50 questions by 50 Cent. If I was your best friend, I want you around all the time. What is that? 21 questions. 21 questions by 50 Cent. What'd I say? 50 questions? Sure. 21 questions by 50 Cent. 21 questions. Okay. That's all I can see right now about your situation. Hey, RJ, what's up? Relax, you not in jail. I know that's right. You ain't gotta be in time to be doing jail. You ain't gotta be in jail. Time goes by, puffing on, looking at it, getting high. Right, somebody here getting away with it. I saw it. Who's this? Hold up, wait a minute. Devil with the 7 of Swords. Who is getting away with this shit? Wow, somebody gets a lot of balls when they get under the influence, and they've been getting away with this shit. Somebody here gets a lot of balls and a lot of ego when they get under the influence, and they've been getting away with this shit for a while. Hold up, wait a minute. Yeah, they get a lot of balls. This is called, shit, man. Drunk courage. Liquid courage, drunk courage. Liquid courage. Yeah, somebody here gets the liquid courage. Mm-hmm. It's almost like I got a lot of love. My heart's really big, but I'm struggling with money. I'm out of work, but I just want to feel good. And I get that. But in the future, this 10 of coins. Right, what are we giving to in the future? What are we really giving to? What are we really giving to? Because there's something here needs to stop. In the recent past, we got to stand up to something. We've been getting away with this shit for far too long. We've been getting away with it for far too long. Call the devil what it is. And just kind of realize where we're at right now. I'm, you know, a good-hearted dude. Yes, I'm struggling with money, but I have a lot to be appreciative for, a lot to be happy about in the future. 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Coins. There's something here about a steady stream of income. A steady stream of income, a good job, a real good job that pays so well. It pays so well. Okay. Yeah, it's on divine timing, and I know nobody wants to hear that. I know no one wants to hear divine timing. Because of the delay. I get it. It looks like in the recent past, RJ, you've stood up to some things. You stood up to the devil with the 7 of Swords. It looks like you've stood up to addictions, drinking, drugging, getting away with this shit. You've also stood up to the women's, the wife, ex-wife, the mother-in-law from hell, the devil, Beelzebub. a real good dude. I see you struggling with money. You've got a lot to be thankful for and a lot to be happy about. However, sir, Wheel of Fortune, there is something here on divine timing. It's good news, it's good karma, but nobody wants to hear that. When, for time. Okay, well, honey, all I can tell you is I can't tell you it's on delay, honey. It's on delay. I couldn't tell you. I ruined no price because in the future, 10 of coins, 6 of coins, all I can tell you is it's a very good stream of income, pays very well, and it's consistent stream of money. There is a delay on it. When is it coming? I can't tell you. I would ruin the price. That's all I can tell you, sir. That's all I can tell you. Hey, Dazo. Happy Friday. Oh, you did have a question? Go ahead. What did you ask me, RJ? Do I need to away? Hold on. Do I need to away back on relationship? Do I need to step away? Honey, yeah, you do. You got to stand up. There's some devils here, okay? Devils in the details. It looks like you've stood up to addictions. You've stood up to people getting away with shit behind your back, lying, stealing, cheating. A wealth of things that involve, maybe a wife, a mother, baby mother, stepmother, mother-in-law, whoever this empress is to you. Usually empress is a married woman, okay? I don't know if it's the same. Maybe you dating a married woman. I don't know. All I can say is make you think this woman's an empress. She could be in her own right. She's an older woman. You think she's capable of all things. Whatever she is to you. Be careful of the temptation that this woman is offering because I see her getting away with shit. And it looks like I see you challenging her and like, wait a minute now. Boundaries, back up. Wait a minute here, ma'am. Temptress. Jezebel spirit. and I see you're a good-hearted dude, and I see where we're struggling with money, maybe even out of work, but we have a lot to be happy about, despite the fact. I do see good karma. I see divine timing. I just can't tell you when, RJ. I would love to, but again, I would ruin the prize. In the meantime, that's it for tonight. I went an hour. I did do more time before I stepped in here, okay? Did time with my team. I did prayer work. I did another reading for someone else. My boys are in here. Otherwise, I'd go another hour or two. But my boys are in here, and they are so bored to death. They've been waiting patiently to leave. But I'll be back tomorrow. No worries. I usually don't even read on Fridays. I usually read Saturday and Sunday. So I did give you all an extra day. I'll be back tomorrow, guys. Okay, thank you for being loyal and thank you for being here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. To everybody that is new, thank you for the subs. Thanks for the likes. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Take care.